bonus for that particular skill.
There's a engineering for me?
Yes.
10, so
30.
30. Yeah.
Oh, 20. It's very low. 25?
20 of 25 to thievery.
Yeah.
Plus 20. Wait,
Sorry,
what's
30.
Yeah, what is your
sorry.
baseline skill bonus to thievery?
25.
Jesus.
What?
Better than my arcana?
And her stealth is better than that.
Oh my god.
And I have a plus 5 and
Wait.
yeah.
Which one of my skills is my bonus train skill?
Whichever one you choose.
Oh,
You just check the box for
was
it.
one chosen or
No.
okay. Right. Well, I'll just insight because sounds like something I'm gonna use.
So you,
It's now at 16.
So 36. Okay. So after you decide to take your time, take about 20 minutes or so to scour out the entire basement. Very slowly, with Monsieur kind of focusing more on the mental aspect of trying to track the kobold down. Elrond using the lamp and his low light vision to follow the tracks to the best of his ability, while Bretta also needs to give me a what's your perception plus 20?
15, 35.
Jesus. Bretta follows up behind Elrond, or right alongside Elrond, scouring everything very carefully, taking very, very much all the time that you guys can spare to make sure there's nothing that's going to harm the innkeeper or anybody else that might come down here. You eventually find and disable what you think to be every single trap, including the one on the cellar door that leads outside.
That was tiring.
Yes, now I'm all dirty again. Arr.
I'm going to take like the parts of the traps because they were like interesting to me, and I'm going to save them too because I want to stick with the little later.
You're just right-clicking on everything to loot it.
Well, I'll take...
Yes.
Well, if you take them, that means he can't use the materials again, so I guess hold on to them for now.
Oh yeah, that was what was I going to do? Yep.
Brett, as you open up one of your bags, you just get this massive whiff of like dead, rotting meat.
Oh, I'm going to like search my bag for what's.
You reach in and you
Oh,
find
is that?
that steak that you had found that you just put in your bag of holding, which is pretty much a void with no air. It's already just like rotted away.
Oh. I'm going to like throw it away.
You need to... oh, you accelerated the rot.
Yeah. It
You need a
smells really.
special bag for
Roll
that.
roll Constitution for me, or endurance for me.
All of us?
Yes,
Endurance.
it is that potent.
Oh. Bye lunch.
Oh my
We are
god,
dead.
it's still better than both of theirs.
Wow.
Wow, you all failed. You guys are like holding back vomit at this point. It smells that bad. It rotted that quickly.
Oh, what are you trying to do? Kill us all?
No. No.
Audible gulp.
My ethereal dragon wings become
Goodbye.
a little bit green.
Good evening. Goodbye. He just walks out, starts walking out.
Hey, Brett, what do you do with it?
I need a moment.
That is your
Oh,
problem.
that's disgusting. Oh no. No. I'm going to like. Yeah, I'm going to bolt up the stairs, like trying to escape from the smell.
What'd you do with the meat?
Just going to. I'm not going to even touch it. I'm just going to bolt away.
You just dropped it in the room, or you left it in your bag?
No, I dropped it in the room.
Oh, okay.
Right. Well, So we disarmed all the trap, but we put a stink bomb in the basement.
So you guys come scurrying out of the basement. and turning and like slamming the door shut as you come out. And the innkeeper just kind of looks at you, very puzzled and confused.
Horrible monsters.
Did you find your friend?
Nah. The, kobold. It was...
Everything's okay. I'm going to bluff that.
Yes, please. With the penalty, because you guys are like fighting back, throwing up, and you're... He's just a lonely little innkeeper.
God, level 0 commoner.
Yeah, no, he believes you. Oh, a lot of dust down there, I guess.
Yes, that.
We haven't done the weekly cleaning.
Yeah, that might be a good time to do that too.
Right, we'll put that on the list for tonight. Thank you.
You're very welcome.
Yeah, thank you. Going to clear, like.
Oh.
Sorry.
All I was going to say was I don't know who took the key, but Elrond makes sure it gets given back, and then he just walks over to the table.
Elrond, are you alright?
I'll be fine. When he's sure that the innkeeper's out of earshot, Britta rotted some meat by accident with her magic bag. It was vile.
Oh, that sounds disgusting.
It was, and now I'm all dusty. How about we all hit the hot springs and Kovan can track down his little pet? Yes?
Well, so far he's 3 for 3.
Because I think I'm going to be going regardless of who's coming.
Sounds good to me.
Excellent.
Alright.
Yeah,
Let us
well,
go.
Dusty.
So,
Oh.
you guys kind of gather everything up to head towards the hot spring. Rib, what are you up to and where the heck are you?
I'm in a place. In the end.
If I remember right, you snuck into one of the rooms upstairs.
Yes, he has successfully built a trap. Well, not a trap. He's successfully built a fortress on the ceiling that looks like the ceiling.
What?
What?
Oh my god.
He rolled some checks in the background last week.
Along with the trapdoor on the roof.
He has fit the time with his stealth check and his thievery checks that he made offline last week to build a false roof, pretty much, where he is hiding away with access to the top of the roof. Then what are you up to?
He's actually just kind of sitting there. And he's just kind of looking at his hands. He's puzzled. He really doesn't know what's going on. And he's really scared that he's here. So, being the smart kobold he is, he's going to try to practice breathing fire while in his home.
Alright, do me a favor. Roll
Yeah.
just a straight d20 as saving throw. Okay.
Well,
What element
Wow.
do you choose? Fire?
Yes.
Okay. So. Rib. As you're sitting away contemplating things, trying to figure things out, in your hopeful growth into a full-fledged dragon, despite your small confinement inside a wooden hidden false roof, you decide to inhale very deeply and let out a bellow for a kobold of fire, or attempt to. And you are successful. You watch as the flames billow out from your small cobalt mouth, spreading out amongst the rooftop there, or the false roof there. And eventually, you watch as the flames take hold and begin to burn away at your false roof and flick and lick at the top of the roof above you.
Okay. Why does that? Now he's going to try something else. He's going to try ice.
Okay.
Wow.
So, as he's sitting there,
We don't even need Iknaru.
as you're
He's
sitting
gonna-
there,
Already a dragon.
watching the
He's
flames
going to coal the ash.
to consume everything, you dig down deep. You know that you don't really have much luck with it, but you dig down deep. And you watch as the scale flickers on your chest. Flashes blue, and as you let out another roar, ice magic comes billowing out before you, dousing the flames.
As this happens, Rib begins to feel more powerful than before and starts to believe he is a real dragon, no matter what anyone says. Can I insight myself?
Yes.
You know goddamn well you're not a dragon. Roll too good.
I guess, can I roll? I'm
he
trying to
buff
roll
himself?
to make himself believe himself.
You can roll.
Roll insight and bluff.
I guess he's trying to boost confidence.
Bluff yourself.
Swag.
Just roll a charisma check. Just click the button for charisma that lets you roll a dice.
Oh.
As you get all hyped up, like, yes, I did it twice, and just like this moment of, I am a real dragon, you go to like breathe, like follow it up with lightning just because you're so confident right now, and it just sputters out.
He gets sad.
Aw.
No.
You'll get no sympathy from me.
So therefore, he curls up and goes to sleep.
Oh.
As you close your eyes to rest, you feel there's now a hole in the portion of the roof where everything is, and it's a little cold, but you feel warmth surround you as you close your eyes, followed by a sudden, like, pull, almost like of your body or your being, as you feel yourself, either through dream or through some other method, transported somewhere else. You find yourself in this massive pit of boiling magma, floating barely on some rocks, barely floating on parts of this magma here. You see clutches of massive dragon eggs off in the distance, varying of degree of colors from red and blue, black and green. And before you, standing tall and proud, you see this massive five-headed dragon.
Oh, shit.
Staring down at you.
He bows. Oh, what do you think, bows? He kind of just lays down.
It seems to
In like an appropriate way.
It seems to pay you no mind, almost as if it hasn't noticed you're there.
He's going to... Which isn't much, because he's a kobold. He's going to try to get closer.
Okay. You kind of have to hop your way across the various floating brimstones. So on top of that
So-
stuff, roll a
Acrobatics?
acrobatics or athletics, whichever one you wish. Okay, you begin to kind of work your way across the various brimstone things, mostly undetected. I mean, pretty much undetected. Nobody seems to have noticed that this tiny little kobold is suddenly and within Tiamat's realm within the Nine Hells. You hear the bubbling of the magma down below you. And you can see overhead various beings of realms and stuff that worlds you've never seen or heard of, creatures you've never even imagined as a kobold you would ever see, just soaring overhead, flying above you. You eventually get to the massive brimstone platform that seems to be what Tiamat is sitting upon.
Okay. He's going to.
1 second.
Rude.
I swear, we are the protagonists.
Ah, I am the protagonist. I could confidently say that Elrod is, and Kovan probably is. Dorn is. You certainly are now, anyway. Kovan!
Just picked up so many different characters along the way.
Sorry, I'm back. I was distracted by a puzzler. So, you're upon this platform.
You
You
ready
see
for
this
this?
dragon just towers like Empire State Building size for the body alone in height above you.
Hey, bitch!
Really? That's actually.
Where's the pretty lady?
I actually have a good stat in that. I blew it. No, I am Kovan.
What do you say?
I am the Kovan team.
Or what do
I don't say
roll
anything.
religion for?
He's just trying to see if he can figure anything out.
Okay.
Since he's supposed to know all about this religion, apparently.
The creature above you seems to be overseeing the area, watching over her clutch, and ordering about the various dragons and beings that seem to be in her realm. Almost like they're preparing for something.
Can he scale?
Like try to climb her?
Okay, so he's just in front. I thought it was below.
No, he's like, it's a flat ground with this massive dragon sitting in front of him. Well, Tiamat sitting in front of him.
Actually, what he's going to do is, and he's not attacking. Hold on. Oh, sorry guys, I'm trying to hurry.
You're fine.
Okay. Since he does not know this is a dream, he's going to try to breathe as much fire as he can,
Okay.
but it does not.
No, roll a d20.
Oh, I thought I'd do dragons, bro.
You rear back your tiny purple cobalt head, and another billow of flames comes barreling out. You actually watch as they cascade across the ground, eventually impacting and just kind of reflecting off of the scales of the large queen of dragons before you. But it's enough to get her attention. She feels a slight tickle on her chest, and you watch as 3 of the heads turn and look down at you. The other 2 continue to scan the area about. Each one of them seems to be their own mind. Little dragon, kobold, what brings you here? It's the redhead that speaks up.
I honestly don't know. I haven't done my voice in a long time. I just got happen here.
You watch as the other 2 heads kind of turn back to whatever they were doing out of like this doesn't seem to concern them or even matter to them. But the red one seems to stare at you briefly. Its eyes squinting at the scale that you wear upon your chest. What is that?
It's a scale some lady gave me.
Ah, yes, you're that one. Rib, was it?
Yes.
Meanwhile,
Yes! Let's see. I'm surprised you're still alive, to be honest.
Rib always survives.
So it seems. Wow, I can't pick a voice for this.
I lost.
It just goes in and out.
I lost my voice too. So
it seems.
Yes.
Sorry.
Well,
I like
that's
doing voices.
Quite impressive. You must have done something to be transported here.
I am at Bahuma.
You're where?
Bahuma. As it tries to pronounce it.
Maybe we can use Jeff's voice changer.
There's a giant white dragon.
You're at the temple of my infernal brother. And you're still alive. Maybe something special about you yet, little kobold. I did it more as a prank.
That's brilliant.
I'm very sneaky.
So it seems.
Although
what was
this
that?
guy keeps following me,
This guy, do tell.
he offers me things.
What sort of things?
I don't know. I wanted to kill him at first, but he feeds me.
He feeds you.
I think he thinks I'm his pet, and I'm no one's pet. I have my own pet. Empress Fluffy.
Oh yes, the weasel.
What about my weasel?
I said yes, the weasel.
Yes, what about my weasel?
Nothing.
Oh,
What was it I promised to you again?
to be a real dragon.
You actually hear like two of the other heads up above start laughing.
He kind of pouts his head down.
The red one gets closer to his face. You can see the smoke billowing from its nostrils. Rib, champion of Tiamat. Sitting at the temple of Bahamut, still alive. You want to be a real dragon?
Yeah?
Destroy the temple.
Fuck!
Okay.
Don't worry, I will lend you my aid when the time is right.
And what time is that?
When I feel it is necessary.
No. What time is right? I don't know time.
I can't tell time.
When you are indeed in danger or the forces of Bahamut rise up to stop you, then I shall lend you my gift.
You promise I won't die.
Yes.
You gonna insight that, buddy? So, I think you should insight
Just
that.
for shit giggles. Damn, when you needed that 20 words.
I don't think any of us could pass that check. Oh, that's great.
Page 244.
Oh, he's busting out the book.
He really did check the book on that.
Oh my god.
Her bluff and/or diplomacy.
Bluff 200.
Bluff 200. Diplomacy +5.
Right, let's see. Charisma bonus is 26.
Oh.
Her
So I was
bluff, her bluff
I was-
is 31.
Just missed it.
Just missed it.
Just
Wow.
Wow.
Oh,
What is your bluff plus 20?
I think
Add 10 to that because you rolled a 10 on it. 29. You still would have failed on a nat 20.
yeah, but you had 20.
It doesn't always guarantee success on skill checks.
Some things are beyond the realm of mortal possibility.
Yeah.
But,
Yeah.
Rib, the mighty Tiamat is speaking to you, and you full-heartedly, full-on believe that if you succeed in this, you will become a real dragon, and she will help you succeed.
Oh, he knows it. ain't no one convincing him otherwise now. For all they know, they can kiss his purple tail.
So, do we have a deal, little Rib?
Yes. Yeah.
And as soon as you say yes, you feel yourself pulled back out of this realm that your soul was transported to, and you impact with your own body again. You kind of wake up. Your little hiding space seems to be on fire again because you breathe fire in your sleep.
May I Arcana check the area? As if some massive font of power just teleported our friend to the nether realms.
It is not arcane in nature.
I got religion training. Would I feel that? A disturbance in the force in this area of
I am very religious, and I can feel emotions.
Have you
I don't know if
Didn't
we're
we-
close enough for that.
have you felt
Didn't we went to the hut? Yeah.
Kovan has had his conversations with Bahamut? Have you
Did I what?
said did you ever feel when Kovan had his conversations with Bahamut?
I don't remember.
Nope.
No? Okay.
No, it's an out-of-body experience.
Guys, yeah.
And where are the
You
hot
didn't actually
springs?
physically teleport him. It was more like an astral projection type thing.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
But yeah, y'all are at the hot springs by now.
Oh, yes.
But Rib, what do you do?
Rip comes back to reality.
Snap back to reality.
He is going to get out on the trapdoor,
Okay.
and he is going to cause a little distraction.
Alright, what does he wish to do?
What is the roof made of?
Thatched pieces of wood and red oak.
Don't you fucking rob me of my Hot Springs episode, you son of a...
He
Oh
is
god.
So many plans
to
planned.
breathe fire on it.
I kind of need more people for it.
It was all a trap.
Yeah, that's true.
Roll your d20.
Drop.
You rear back, you bellow, and you search within you for this fire that you've been breathing.
Now he's going to pep talk himself.
He's going to what?
He could bluff his stuff, making him think he can do it.
Okay, roll a bluff. Okay. Roll bluff and then roll insight. Elrod, Bretta, and Natsira, you can roll perception.
far away are we?
That's a good question. And are we in like stalls, or are we like? Is it just the lake?
It's just the lake.
Mm.
He does believe himself. So, he's going to try one more time, but this time he's going to put his whole back into it.
Okay.
Oh my god! It was a nat one on my screen for a second.
You rear back,
Okay.
you bellow out, and you get the small puff of fire, and you can feel in your throat and in your upper chest. It just feels like you've done way too much too quickly with this fire breathing.
Okay, so now he's going to stealthily climb down the side.
Alright, roll acrobatics for me. Sorry,
Get this
athletics.
shit on. Ah, glass case of emotion.
That's what Kovan would be doing if he was here. Hey.
Acrobatics.
It is a beach episode.
It is. It is.
You begin climbing down. It
Nice.
takes a little bit of effort, but you eventually make your way to the bottom. As you fall upon the touch base with the ground behind you, and by the way, you guys saw this little speck on top of the roof while you were settling into the lake. Like very small speck, height concerning distance. As you touch down on the ground, you turn rib, and walk face first into the shin of this massive bronze dragonborn, decked out in white and silver armor. He's got this massive oh no, that's the wrong one. That's not the one I wanted. It's the silver one that I wanted. The gold one was cool because he gave Britta a scale. Or the bronze one was, whatever. That's the silver dragon.
This one.
Does it look like you can approach him?
You turn and walked right into his his leg as you tried to sneak down.
Well, this is going to be awkward.
He's got this massive mace made out of mithril metal upon his back. And as you bump into him with their little purple scales, and you glance up, he looks down at you and there's just this look of pure, I already hate you.
Oh no.
This is really fun.
So you're not hiding away very well after all, are you, little Tiamat worshipper?
Ah, that's what you think. Buffy!
Cheers, you. Even from the lake, you hear this thud as the door to the inn gets slammed open. And Fluffy comes sprinting around to the backside of the building where Rib is. Scoops Rib up.
And
Scoops her neck up under Rib, and what do you do?
as this is going on, he's going to use his gloves,
Okay.
which is going to give off a bright light in the 5 burst, and he's going to try to run by blinding him.
Okay. So you smack your gloves together and just hold them up above your head, like trying to cast this massive bright light on him. And as you do, he kind of stumbles back a little bit because you did it right in his face. Empress Fluffy gathers you up and just takes off towards the trees over here. And you just full on sprint into the trees. This small wooden
See-
clearing.
So you said we noticed some noise.
You heard the noise, and you saw this little figure up on the roof for just a brief second. But by the time Balsashi's vision comes back to him, He doesn't seem to be able to locate where he went. He's looking about at the ground, looking at the tracks. And
Do I need to roll stealth?
yes.
For the love of God, 920. Son of a bitch. Hooray for rolling a 5.
Okay. He comes following you into the wooded trees, and Fluffy went straight up one of the trees in there and just kind of skipped her way. Nothing unfamiliar to the two of you hiding amongst the trees and elsewhere, trying to not be noticed. And
Perception?
as he kind of looks about, doesn't seem to pick up on your location, and just storms off in a huff. Is back to you.
Perception!
Okay.
Oh my god. Good for the game. He does have orders.
She did say she would be there in your moment
So-
of need.
I'm pretty sure 27 lets me see what I want to see, right?
What do you want to
And
see?
here's
What do you
what-
want to see?
Is there a weak point where I can kill him at attack from behind?
You see kind of this, when he moves his head about, there's a small gap under his helmet. If you were to land just the right kind of strike, you might be able to do some serious, possibly mortal damage.
Okay, he's going to go for that.
Oh.
Let me
Mind you, he uses a flail. A crudely homemade flail, not a sword or an axe.
we're not seeing this, are we?
No. This is
Okay.
in the little forest there.
He likes to make his own weapons.
But
Um,
you don't have an actual target to click on, so click on yourself. Just a basic attack.
alright, hold on. Oh, just basic?
Yeah. Well, you can use one of your powers if you want.
Okay. The one time I rolled a 17.
Rib,
agree.
you quietly pull your flail out. You ready your shield. You kind of hold your shield up like you can turn, like use it as sort of like a hover device as you come flying out of the tree. You push off the branch, start twirling your flail, let out your little kobold cry. You make impact right into his massive shoulder pad. And he kind of stops and stumbles for a second, turns, looks at you, and withdraws from his back this mace that's as big as he is.
Okay, Fluffy's gonna jump down.
You fucked up now.
Oh.
Rib aggro the mobs. Rib pawn.
Fluffy's going to jump down.
It's always the
Okay.
hunter's fault. No. Great big armored.
With Fluffy on the backside and Rib on the front.
On the backside of him?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, on the opposite side.
Okay.
I'm going to try to use Fluffy to distract him at a distance. To try to give Rib one more chance.
Alright, have Fluffy roll a bluff check. That's how you gain combat advantage. Which rogues can do once per encounter.
Wow, dice decide now is the time to be shitty.
Fluffy leaps down, tries to make
you
a
pumped
saving
yourself up.
noise, but he is so zealous and he is so attuned to doing exactly what it requires in the name of Bahamut that it's not even phased. And you just watch as this platinum-colored holy magic starts lighting up along his mace. As Valsashi, the Avenger of Bahamut, readies his weapon.
So that'll be fun.
Oh shit.
Would you like to make a religion check or
Prepare
anything
to
to
be
your
smitten.
god before he strikes you?
We don't hear anything about this, right? We're just having fun in the
You
lake.
guys heard this little Anything you would like to do before he makes an attack?
I would like to jump.
Jump.
You're not gonna play like hell. You're gonna jump.
I'm gonna try to do
do
some
it.
power shit, jump up. Ooh.
Say
That's
that
very
one more
juicy.
time. I heard a screaming child run by.
That's time I'm gonna try to do some paladin shit and jump up the tree.
Okay. You clutch your Tiamat scale. You squat down, and you begin to try to jump. As Balsashi swings. And he kind of clanks on your shield as you leap up. And it's not through divine blessings or anything that you get knocked back up into the tree. It's because you block the attack as he swings up at you jumping, and you go flying back up into the tree. Where you land safely on a branch. Your whole dragon scale shield has now been dented.
He's going to whistle.
Okay, Fluffy hears the whistle. Curls back around and sprints past him, leaping up into a nearby tree, and then back over to you. Get down here and face me, you heathen.
He's going to start jumping tree to tree.
All nimbly.
See,
Okay. Roll another... Oh, Fluffy can do it.
acro.
Yeah. Acrobatics for Fluffy. No, that works too, because it's your mount.
Oh, I was talking about me, not him.
Oh, it's fine.
No, I was talking about rib jumping tree.
Oh, Rib's jumping. Okay. Rib, you start hopping between the branches over and over, and you eventually land on the back side of this forested area. Whew. And as you look up, you see everybody that you'd been traveling with just lounging about lazily, half dressed inside the lake. Relaxing.
He's gonna run back in the trees.
What's he doing?
He ran back into the trees.
And he's going to... Hi.
Okay. You turn, climb, scamper back up into one of the trees, and push yourself up as much into the brush as you can.
If he says I didn't hear anything, he's...
Yeah, oh my god.
I don't know what's
Just
happening. Am I
Balsashi
dying?
Walks underneath you. Looks around, looks up into the trees. Sticks his head out through the little last bit of wooded clearing. Looks at the direction of everybody in the lake.
Does he have another chance?
I mean, if he really wants to.
Religion check.
Okay.
Let's see.
Okay. What are you asking? Or what are you wanting?
He's trying to figure out if the temple is going to be weak with this man, not in the...
So as you're, he's kind of just trying to get a scope of the area religiously, like the religious power in the area. I would say he can sense that since he's at an actual temple of the Great Platinum Dragon. Balsashi's probably not the only one of this power, of capability, that is in the area.
I need you to repeat yourself because I'm not hearing half.
Said you pick up that the area around you. Balsashi's probably not the only one capable of the powers that he has upon him within this temple region.
Say that really slowly last time.
I think you've been cutting out.
In this,
First parts.
in this region?
You said you were checking. You wanted to see if it would weaken.
Yeah.
the area.
I know, but you just said he's very powerful in this region.
No, he's not the only one that's powerful in this region.
Okay, I thought he's only powerful in this region. Okay, he's going to start climbing the trees in this direction.
All right, roll another stealth check for me.
You know, we don't have magical flying horses this time.
Yeah.
Okay. You scamper about very carefully between the branches, finding the ones that are closest together to minimize the
He's going to try to get to the edge where you can see the temple.
Okay. You find your way there. Scampering very carefully among the branches at the points closest where you don't have to jump or anything. You just kind of crawl across quietly.
He's looking for anyone surrounding the temple or any weak.
Scouting out the temple, there, first off, you recall that when you tried to charge into a familiar, you got repelled. But scouting it out, there only seems to really be a door. There's a couple towers that stand up tall, but there doesn't seem to be any other guards in the area. At least outside.
Okay, he is... Okay, what's building again? Say it one more time for me.
The building?
Yeah, if he wants to build something.
Depends on what he wants to build.
A hammock.
A hammock? Just out of the trees and stuff? Just dexterity. Oh no, poor Rib.
Oh no!
What the hell, man? When I actually do some a random stealth check, I'm good. Yeah, okay. So he's going to fall. How quietly is he going to?
Well, it's
Well,
not.
technically he's not gonna fall. He just can't make his hammock.
He tries and tries to build this hammock out of like twigs and leaves and stuff. There's nothing really soft enough for him to build an actual hammock out of, and no matter how much he tries, he keeps snapping the twigs, and things just aren't working out for him in the way he wants them to.
So he's going to sit on the branch and lean back against the tree,
Okay.
and he's going to grab his scale.
Okay.
And he's going to think really hard about the dragon heads he saw.
Okay.
And he's going to ask for a knowledge. Any knowledge to help his task.
Okay. Well, while he says his prayer, we will check in on the others.
Sweet!
That definitely took a turn.
Yeah.
So we thematically have the whole group here.
Yes.
Mhm.
Okay.
Hello?
Oh no.
It's the music.
Oh, it's the music. Damn it, I got really excited.
Excited, yeah.
Yeah, me too.
It'd be like, an adult, please. Elrod's on vacation.
Oh yeah, I'm basically like a doting mother around the camp. Everyone have a water towel. Make sure not to stay in the water too long.
I think I'll be fine, but thank you.
Don't play the song I want because it's too long.
Yes.
Wanna quiet down. So, you guys found yourself.
Well, alright. Well, I'm trying to be the responsible adult. I'm gonna be an irresponsible myself and walk all over to Firebeard and ask him if he has any booze laying around.
More for that whiskey.
Hey, you think-
holds out a random flask of who knows what.
Just pulls it out of a belt.
Yep.
I see you're very resourceful. Good.
He's a pirate, dear.
Ah, that explains much. Well, I'm gonna go, just pop the flask and walk over back to the hot spring where Elrod and Breda and so on are in.
Okay. I don't like this music. It's not what I wanted.
I'll be right back.
Okay.
Alright. As we approached the hot springs, Elrod was mostly just making pleasant small talk, clearly excited to take some time off and do nothing but relax. And what's the water like? Is it like a beach? Like just a hot springs beach? Or are there like rocky outcroppings to sit on and stuff?
Rocky outcroppings and everything. It's like a barren. Technically up in the north. It's just there's no snow or anything. So imagine like frostbitten rocks and stuff like that.
Okay. Yeah, well, this looks like a good place to sit. And he'll just lower himself in and shut his eyes. Consider the Let's see. Does he fall asleep as soon as he hits the water? Nothing like relaxing and... I'm awake. I swear.
Zero, of course, shed the robe, is just buried herself neck deep in the water and is just leaning against a rock. Because it's not quite night time yet, it's like mid-afternoon. For the poor drow.
I should also probably mention Elrod's wearing like shorts. He's not gonna pull his L0. Nobody wants to see that.
Most of the time here has been Uber poking and prodding at Dorn that he can't wear his trench coat in the hot tub. Or hot springs.
I'm sure Dorn quit back. I'll keep that up and I'll try. Or something like that. Or just watch.
Molly, of course, was purchased on a rock right behind Koromon.
I pop on the flask and just start drinking as I look on, sitting somewhere near Dorn, and I realize that I have no idea what's in here, and it's really strong.
Yes, rolling.
And I'm not really don't really hold my alcohol that well. Anyways, where's endurance? There it is.
Oof.
With the penalty, that's a 13.
Oof.
It hits you hard, real fast. Like a few sips are just like, ooh, the water's still really, really hot.
Bahamut. Yeah, I just start like mumbling to myself and saying nonsense. Oh, he is He is the love of this world, the arbiter of justice, the great. Well, he's great. Bahamut.
Rod's just watching this and he looks at Firebeard. What did you give her? On second thought, maybe don't tell me.
Yeah, that looks like really, really strong. I like sitting on there as close as the water as possible. I took my boots off and like splashing the water.
So you're just splashing on the shore?
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Okay. This is your first
Well,
time to sit and converse in how long?
And everyone's sleeping
in character.
In character.
In character, months? To really relax?
About a month at least.
Month, yeah. If I ever start rambling like that, Elvira, just put me to bed. He just motions at the... What? I don't see her on the board. I'm sorry, I already forgot your name. Melistra?
No, it's not Sierra.
Malsira.
Marcia.
He just kind of whispers and nudges a thumb at Malsira.
Oh, sorry, be right back. Give me a moment.
I just start yelling as I lose control of my voice. Oh, but you know what I love even more, and I lean into Dorn like really disinhibited and stuff. Stories. Everyone loves a good story, and then just yell to the group, "Hey everyone, come over here! Let's share our stories."
At this point,
Tell-
Elrod's kind of like found a nice little seat. I'm assuming Elrod's sitting next to him, right, miss?
Sure. It's just kind of a little outcropping together.
Like a hot tub, yeah.
Yeah.
He's kind of snuggling. He's like, "Do I have to move, really?"
Yes, yes. It'll be
No.
fun. I want to hear everything you've done.
How about you?
Everything.
Well, how about you come over here and I tell you a story?
Alrighty then. Does this story involve that lovely lady next to you?
Could.
I like stopped by a little bit too close to Elrod.
Ooh. He just kind of like casually puts an arm around Elvira and nudges you away with the other arm. Okay. Well, stories. What to start with?
So, sorry to interrupt. My daughter is like super upset because she can't go swimming
What?
at 9 o'clock at night. My daughter,
Pardon?
instead of getting ready for bed, is asking to go swimming at 9 o'clock at night. She's super upset that she can't go swimming.
Oh,
She can join us at the lake.
yeah. Where to begin? Lots of my friends had come and gone. I can't really keep track of the stories I've told that you've all heard before.
Well, how did you guys meet? Let's start with that.
Elvira and I? She's
Are you the
only
first? Are you the first of this group that you met?
Yeah, her and I are the only remaining members from the original party.
Oh, there was another party?
Well, enough to make 3, to be honest.
Party, we can have a party. I'm sorry, you can go.
Well,
You can go on.
Our first meeting was a little less than, happy. We'd been tasked with rooting a necromancer out of Cliffsdale, a city across the ocean. And, our friend, Arkin, in all his wisdom and patience, was kicking in doors and ripping up pot skeletons and zombies, and the priestesses of the local village city had been, well, enthralled by the necromancer. Poor Elvira here was struck by Arkin, and I did my best to get them out safe, and I think they all survived, right, Mist?
Yes.
And we managed to save them all.
As you're telling the story, I'm just like enraptured by it, and because I'm also totally smash drunk.
I'll roll
I think-
charisma to kind of fluff it up a little.
Alright.
Would that be charisma? There's no performance.
There's no performance in this version, so
Yeah.
charisma.
So he's gonna add more details. I'm just kind of going off raw knowledge. Oh, okay. Well, she's drunk. He's just telling the story, just details.
And like he mentioned necromancers, was like, oh no, necromancers. And then it's like we saved them all. It's like, yay, we saved them all.
It was yes, it was quite the trial. It's crazy to think how far we've come since then. Both as a group and myself.
Yes,
He's
you
kind
must
of-
have. You must have many fights and battles and heroes and tales of victory and defeat. I assume.
Indeed. Thankfully, more of victory than defeat.
Well, that's good.
Yes.
Sorry, got a call from work.
That's alright.
That's alright. No, Rod's just telling stories.
And I'm listening.
And then after that, we ended up going north to sort out a situation in Swampgate, a city to the north. Massive man-eating plants and occult activities. And we took care of the cult leader, but I don't know if the problem is entirely gone. We might need to go back and check that still. And I'm sure Dorn would
mystery.
make a comment of some kind. Uh-oh, Dorn's uh-ohing in the chat.
Oh.
Oh.
What next? We found a magical amulet. Ended up in Altaria.
How did they get around so much, all across the world?
Yes. Altaria was curious. I had to pretend to be a slave to be allowed in the city. Not the best time of my life, but
Oh, he loved it.
Oh, did he?
Yeah.
red in the face. I did not. That elf had strange taste. She scared me.
I shudder as well and turn.
Why did you have to pretend you were a slave to get in there?
Oh, the city is entirely women. The Altaran are
Oh.
people of which there are no males. I think he knew that it was a curse, right?
Yes, it was it was explained to them that it was a curse.
A curse had an ancient curse befell their people aeons ago, and well, to continue their people, they must take in males from outside. And men are forbidden.
And you
from
were
the
one
city
of those males, huh?
No, that was my friend Telos. I do believe he was passed around by the noble women several times, and I'm surprised he made it through. Telos! Oh, how could I forget about Telos?
Was he from the original group?
No, he
I don't-
joined later. He joined us sometime after Aachen left. Came riding into Swampgate on his horse.
I
He
don't-
became the Queen's champion. I took the safe route. Hindsight clearer than current sight.
I don't see them around. They haven't
No.
introduced themselves. I just get all really sad and pouty.
Unfortunately, he had to return home. On our way across the sea, we stopped by my home city. Stopped by the Temple of Corellon, and Ridden, which is where he was from, is having some difficulties. So we dropped him off, and he took his little love with him. Terrifying
Oh,
Medusa girlfriend he had,
a what?
but she was nice. Oh yes, funny story
Oh,
with that. She was actually a temple guardian for when we were dealing with a threat in the area, and I attempted to make a deal with her to retrieve an amulet from the body of a fallen warrior, and I thought I was being clever. I said I won't walk away, and then I teleported out, and she just got mad and tried to turn me to stone. So
And
I never claimed
succeeded.
to be witty, but it worked. She ended up joining us.
And you
This
didn't
sort
get
of-
turned to stone.
Not permanently, anyway.
Oh,
Oh,
that must have been a pleasant experience. How did it feel?
Yeah.
Did the darkness loom and overtake you as you were thought to be suspended in eternity as a piece of earth?
That's
He
only
just kind of leans away from you. That's very specific.
I get all serious and, and moody. Oh, was it just like a 5 hours sleep?
Imagine being awake. Your entire body is completely numb. And can you perceive things when you're turned to stone? I don't think you can.
Nope.
But you're alive and conscious,
Well,
depending on the edition, I think. I don't remember.
you don't age. You can perceive everything around you, but you don't age.
I was vaguely aware of my surroundings, but it just felt like time stood still. I wouldn't recommend it. Ugh.
At the Iron Hill.
Oh, no.
Yeah, that doesn't sound pleasant at all. Oof.
Yeah. But because we ended up making friends, we ended up releasing all the soldiers she had frozen. A mishmash of women from the guard and their husbands who had been sent on the mission. All of another mishmash of gentlemen, some humans, some elves, and everything. I think that's what it was. It was like a mishmash of people. What else? He's just jumping all around, and he'll recount more stories. Oh, and then the necromancer, and he'll tell the story of the fight with the Lich and how they ended up winning. And then as soon as they went upstairs, Draco Lich. And it
I get like all scared and
terrifying.
stuff and tense, and then I like get really scared of not gonna win, even though I kind of know.
We're right here. It was horrifying.
Are you gonna survive?
According to Aelith, who we actually rescued from the city, they had brought the... What color was the dragon originally? Blue?
Red. It was an
They brought
ancient
in a-
red dragon.
They had brought in an ancient red dragon, and the details were fuzzy, but, and I'm sure Faith was here, she could chime in. But,
It volunteered, is what it was.
it sounded like it volunteered, which is terrifying in its own right. But we managed to put it down and destroy its phylactery. I'll just roll another charisma.
The dragons or the necromancers?
Both. The Lich himself and the Draco Lich he spawned. And then we came down south, went to war against orcs.
That the dragons would turn against Bahamut.
Well, he was a red dragon, so.
Yeah.
Oh, and then there was what's very curious is when our travels took us southward, and we were fighting orcs and the war going on down, it was Emberwood Isle. The orcs had red dragons serving them. Like, they were riding them.
Oh no! They were what?
They were riding
How
around.
could they?
I never seen anything like that before in my life. And then they had the chief of them had this celestial dragon of some kind. Beast made of
That was a
stars.
scary dragon, yeah.
Abyssal, dark as abyss. There's the abyss and
I just get
sparkling with
really,
stars.
really angry at the thought of dragons being enslaved and rode upon. Like everyone around me can feel that.
Even chromatic ones.
Well, we have a
dragon racist.
It was.
We have found one.
Ugh. It was horrifying. They scorched the elven city, and hopefully the war is coming to a conclusion and let the heads off the snake. That was our job. Get in there, kill the orc, and get out alive. And we ran into some complications. And I'm sure Dawn would be
Did you
swearing
like?
at Elrod right now.
Yeah.
Dawn yells some expletives at Elrod.
Follow the fucking plan.
That was the half-orc's fault. Like you said, yeah, yes, that was what went wrong. Totally. He tries to gloss over it.
Yeah, it was not your fault. You're the hero. I just
I
sort of like.
wonder what... Oh, sorry.
Real. It was a
Go
mess.
ahead.
I wonder what happened to the lockback, it was called?
I believe I met with him before we departed.
Oh, you did.
He claimed he was going back to claim his rightful throne or something. I mean, he was the son of the chieftain. Although I don't know if the orcs would bow to a half-breed, even if he was the chieftain's son. The
Well,
realist in me says it didn't go well for him, but I like to pretend there was hope for him. Yeah.
Pretty sure it went okay. We're not being invaded by the orcs, so yeah.
Of course, yes.
Yeah, I'm
Losbeck must be king of the orcs now. He just kind
Actually,
of... he clearly doesn't believe. He does that nervous ear twitch thing again. Yes, oh, of course, he's totally must be king of the orcs now. Yeah.
insight with disadvantage because I'm drunk.
The sad part is it's much better than my blood.
So -10 to it because you're drunk.
I went to this.
So like, I'm hopeful.
I
but
completely believe Elrond.
I'm hopeful, but he's not the hero of this story. So
You perceived it. You didn't insight, brother.
Oh shit.
You do notice him telling the story, though.
Wrong brother. Oh yes.
Oh my god!
Welcome
Totally
to
believed, of
mine.
course.
Just believe everywhere it's saying. Even if he says he's fighting a otherworldly abomination.
What matters is the war is now in a state where the elves can win. And hopefully they can beat back the drow and deal with the... Well, hopefully they found an ally in those grey orcs. It's a
Yes.
long, complicated story.
It's too many characters to keep track of.
Tell me about it. I've had to communicate with all these people. Keep my friends, my dear friends, and he'll just give everyone a big smile from getting themselves killed.
Ah.
Like Kovan hugging bears,
Oh my. Well,
and I've had my moments too, but come on, Kovan, that was dumb.
But the bears looked like they wanted a hug.
I don't care. What were you even thinking? And they'll go
Speaking
back
of
and forth
which-
for a few minutes.
well, speaking of which, and I look at him intently. So, why did you do all of these? Go on all these adventures, gather all these companions, and lead them to, to their fates, whatever it may be.
Why?
You certainly saw what around. You didn't have to risk your life over and over again. Why, Maytel, do you make yourself the hero of this story?
I wouldn't say that. This world is my home. There are those who wish to do it harm, and I will protect it. I guess I'm just doing what I think is right. Yeah, that's what Telos would say, Rib. Women riches and more women.
A noble cause, indeed. Well, then let's go around. And I'll go around asking everyone why they joined and
Cool, you
What
can
made them
converse with
follow
Breda
Elrond?
now.
all the other people. Hey, Breda.
All the other people.
Mm-hmm.
So,
Yeah.
why did you, wait. You, would I be able to know, because I don't think she ever said she was not a halfling. Did you?
Oh no, my kinders, thank you very much. Don't confuse me with halflings.
Kenta?
Yeah.
I've never heard of one before. You must have traveled a long way.
Yeah, I come from across the sea, actually.
Well,
You know,
that means you have a story of your own. Why
yeah.
did you cross the sea and join this crazy group of heroes and suicidal maniacs.
Oh, this is the best way to get a really good adventure, honestly. You know, we kind of get like a knack for adventure when we are like, how old I am.
However old
I
you are.
forgot to die. Yeah. or,
I'm
I
insert.
don't know. I mean, you look like a child to me, but
oh no, I'm in my 24th summer. Thank you very much.
24 summers and
I'm
still
56.
adventuring strong.
You know, that's the best way to count summer. It's a happy season, like, you know, winter with snow. Oof, I don't like snow very much.
Elrod, realizing nobody heard his joke, just kind of leans back.
But yeah, we get something like a knack for adventure. We all go outside and we just travel. So, some people with best luck and, well,
Who is it?
It's me.
and that's me.
Well, for all your love of adventure and having great battles, you don't seem quite as happy. I think something's troubling you.
Oh yeah, you notice like the big guy here carried someone.
Oh, I think his name was Korimon?
He's a big car man, actually. Yeah, he carried someone that I consider myself as he's my friend, and I put him in that position because I kind of like to, you know, have things, get new things. Yeah, if you know what I mean.
Ah, I'm drunk, so I don't.
But yeah, I'm trying to help him to get him in a much better state.
Is he not well?
Let's say his
concerned.
soul is not there.
He's not there. Well, I put my hand on brother's shoulder and
Be right back.
Okay.
accidentally lean in closer. I hope he gets better. And I look down and close my eyes. Let us pray for his health. Ooh, I can roll religion. It's a thing I've never rolled before.
You can roll
I think.
religion.
I'm also really bad at it
But
for some reason.
You're not a religious class. You're a psionic class.
Hey guys.
Kovan!
Hello, Coven.
Hi.
I'm back.
You miss so much. Will.
I bet I did. I'd love to hear about it.
Oh my!
Relaxing in the hot springs.
Yeah, that's the only thing
Nothing
that happened.
else.
Nope, nothing else.
Why you know
I
Tiamat
sense
is just
that.
floating through
Yes,
the
it was
straight
Elrod told the bear story. Ha ha ha! That's the worst thing that happened tonight.
Oh god.
Yes, yep. Mhm.
Oh no. What actually happened?
Well, while the group is kicking your last, we're gonna check back in with Rib.
Oh my god.
Rib, what are you up to?
After grabbing hold of the scale and giving a deep breath, Rib gets an idea.
Okay.
Rib is going to scale down to the bottom of the tree.
You notice that Balsashi is no longer looking for you.
I figured that since we got on the other side. He's going to scale down the tree. And once again, with his magicalness, he's going to try a fire one last time
On the trees or on the where?
on the tree.
On the tree? Okay. Roll a d20. You're now listed as Empress Fluffy, but you failed.
Man, his throat's gonna be sore.
The scale doesn't shimmer, nothing even remotely used to what you're used to that has been happening this afternoon seems to have happened in this moment.
He's. This is gonna sound weird. Rib. He's going to pray, or what he thinks is praying.
Okay, roll religion.
Um, Oh, of course. That's when I get the 19.
So is he like over in front of the statue now?
No, it just got dragged over there on accident.
Oh, okay. So he's reaching out in what he believes to be prayer. What is he saying, or what is he asking for? Whatever he's looking to do.
He's asking for big dragons of butt. Dragon,
Yes.
I don't know if you can hear me right now, but I really need some help.
The time isn't right.
I just need some boost.
It's like praying to Santa Claus.
All I need is some flame.
Some flame.
Is love.
Yes.
Why?
To set the forest on fire.
That wasn't part of our deal.
I have to distract him to get the temple loose.
It is near the temple. Kind of destruction.
Humor me. And as you're in the middle of your prayer, you feel your chest bellow up with flames. That's one. And then you all sense you just feel the connection disappear. Fluffy comes scrambling out of the forest.
Did the tree catch fire?
Oh god.
Start sniffing the air. Oh, somebody make a campfire?
He's going to pick up limbs around,
Okay.
and he's going to try to light as many as he can and try to get like other trees.
Oh my god.
Wait. I can do this. Hold on.
It's so intense it rotated sideways.
It's a spicy Dorito.
I can't see this.
Yeah,
the stupid
super
button
spicy
on the
Dorito.
colors.
It's an upside down fire.
There you go.
Dorito.
As you guys are relaxing in your wonderful little hot tub, you see smoke, or the smell of smoke begins to fill your nostrils if your eyes are closed. If they're open, you see smoke rising up from the trees. And then you watch as one of the trees just sets itself aflame.
Oh, that is not a campfire.
Oh,
No, it's not.
No.
I think I have a sneaking suspicion. Your kobold pet might be over there, Kovan. We couldn't
Yep.
find him this morning.
I think we know where he is now. That's for sure.
I'm going to go on Empress Fluffy,
Okay.
and I'm going to try to quickly move as
Move what?
I'm going to try to move as stealthy as I can on the back side of the inn.
Okay. Roll a stealth for me. You take off across the path. Fawn and Fritz Fluffy make your way back to that same little door that you've used to get in and out of the cellar the night before. Or you're at that door, rather. You climbing back up into the inn, or
I'm going back in the inn.
via the cellar, or by climbing back up your little hidden...
Be the cellar.
Okay.
I'm gonna roll perception to see if the fire brings anyone out of the inn.
Okay. You kind of clamber and get back inside. Remember, your scale was... You know what? You didn't have your weapon on you when you attacked that guy. Or your armor.
Yep.
You put it all in the box.
Put it in a box.
Oh, well.
I just figured since my goddess literally summoned me.
I forgot, so who cares? It's over with. Did you kind of sit there in the cellar, head poking out, trying to watch?
But although I would not need that for fire.
No, you wouldn't need it for fire.
Everything.
You would have needed it against Balsashi, though.
I didn't hit him anyway, so what's the point?
Nobody hit you.
He hit you.
No, actually, he didn't. He missed too, so...
No, I just took off my scale. I didn't take off my gloves.
No, I know. You took off all your scales. Which was what your armor was made out of. Well, no, your armor's hide. Never mind. Whatever. It's over and done with. Who cares?
I was gonna say, I just had one scale. Anyways, go on.
You watch as you see Balsashi come out of the temple again. He just pauses, looking over at the flames. And you watch as he rushes over. Lets out a billowing breath of his own. When the silver dragon lets forth a massive wave of frost magic. Icy cold breath. Just dousing the flames as it melts over into water. He grabs his massive mace off his back, readies it in his hand. He starts scouring around the temple and the area looking for who he believes to be the cause of all this.
Hey.
Oh, that looks like it was handled.
Yeah, we can keep resting here. Nothing to worry about.
Is it wait? If but the cover. Okay.
If he dies, he dies. Sorry.
Well,
that was
that's Balsash. Yeah, he can handle this.
That was Dorn. If he dies, he dies. Fuck him.
Oh no, I see do I see him off from a distance?
Yeah, you can kind of see him walking back into the temple, or well, walking about the temple grounds.
Like, alright, he can handle this.
Knocked my flagon over.
Rib's gonna make a run for it.
Rib's gonna make a run.
Where to? And back towards the temple.
Yes.
Okay. You hunker down, recalling the last time you tried to run towards the statue when you got here, getting knocked away. And you start
But
charging.
for everyone's pleasure, he's gonna run down and grab his stuff real quick. Before we say that. And there's no question.
You go. You come down. You actually find that all your traps have been disabled.
But there is a hunk of rotting meat.
And it smells like
On the floor.
rotten meat.
Oh, okay. Well, this ought to be fun for Rib.
Roll endurance as you go down there. You're down there, you're holding your breath as much as you can, trying to gather your stuff, and you just feel yourself about to just hurl anything that you've had to, all the food that Kovan had fed you that morning. And you come sprinting out of the inn, and it's just a mix of vomit and fire and lightning and ice, everything all at once.
I literally have 15 endurance. I had to roll 5 on something I didn't need again.
but after that you're fine, and you hunker down, clutch your scale, and you charge towards the temple again. And you get to about the same distance where you got repelled last time, and you go right. You just hunker and you brace yourself, expecting full well to. Because last time when you ran this way, you bounced off. But as you sprint this way, from the cellar door, you hunker down, you run, and you go boom. But you don't bounce back. You actually feel really pained because you ran straight into the tree.
Good. As he dozes it off, he's gonna climb the tree.
All right. Go ahead and roll a quick intellect check for me.
Hold on.
Intelligence.
My computer just takes forever.
It's all right. You're not sure either just the statue is protected or the barrier is down right now, maybe because Balsashi came out of the temple to look around or something, but you got in! Yay! And now you're just within a tree or two of the large stained glass windows that you kind of peer into, and you see it just looks like a cave inside.
Success.
He's going to climb the
We can use this cobalt magic to make some homemade TNT.
when he
Thank
gets on
you.
top of the tree, how far is the distance from the tree to the roof?
The trees are not as tall as the roof.
Okay, he's going to get up there, and Fluffy's going to be beside him. And he's going to pull off a scale off Fluffy.
Okay.
In fact, he's going to pull off two.
Okay. So you pluck two scales off of Fluffy's little armor.
He's going to throw one at the temple.
Okay.
He's going to throw the other at the dragon.
Okay. For the
I
temple,
figures
you've
he's trying to see if it's Tiamat, if the dragon's protected.
So you throw the one towards the temple and you hear it clink against the stonework. You reach back a little farther and chunk the one towards the massive dragon statue, and you watch it bounce off of
Okay.
thin air. Sorry, I lost my wording there for a second.
-2 scales.
And there is, you said there's like glass.
There's stained glass windows, but you can kind of just see right through them.
He's going to try, he's going down. He's going to see if he can wiggle out a piece of the window to get in.
Okay, there's nowhere really for you to get a grip on any part of the window as you kind of search about looking at it.
He's
Most
gonna
you'd
try.
break it.
Sorry, go ahead.
I was gonna say the most he'd be able to do is try to break his way in.
Yeah, he's not going to do it. He's going to start checking stone pieces for a loot.
Okay, so Rube's gonna take a few minutes to kind of scout out where he's at. So roll a perception for me. We'll check back in with the others.
God, this water is nice.
We've been having a nice conversation about everyone's stories, the hero of whatever this group is called, and why everyone joined.
Both chicks are the same mist. If I were to make either one.
You can roll stealth for it.
Got it. That's actually not terrible.
Is there a floater in the pool?
God no.
No.
Okay, I thought that's what
Something
was
a
stealthy
glass in
about
the
that.
pool.
Well, we might just not notice it. It's a log.
Jesus Christ, come on.
Just saying.
Bretta and Firebeard kind of pick up on your little subtle whispers towards Elvira. Firebeard just gives you a thumbs up. But Bretta, Elrod seems to be whispering something along the lines of, "Do you want to go for a?" And he's real nervous about it. He says that a walk later.
Oh,
Like a dork.
you're going for a walk to get rid with Elvira?
Oh, you're going for a walk.
His face
Oh,
just
really?
goes red. Don't know what you're talking about.
Hey everyone! Elrod is gonna have some fun!
Oh god.
He just sinks under the water up to his nose and
Yep.
blows bubbles.
Yes!
Elvira's just laughing. You know we have rooms, right?
He blows more bubbles.
Well, you know, you can do after all that, but actually, Colette, do you actually want to search for rape right now? We're so relaxed here.
He lifts his mouth out of the water. That's not it, brother. No.
Oh, okay.
Messila's confused between being flirty and solemn.
Just the stars. Bubbles.
It's okay, I'm floated with Cormon now.
Bubble, bubble, bubble.
Because, you know, I know a way to attract kobold here. I'm going to, like, take all the scales I have left, put it in a pile, like, 1 meter next to me, and I'm going to, like, turn around and watch the water. He's going to come and pick that.
But it's like
I'm
an
very
event.
very sure of that. No coal can resist dragon scales. I've seen it before.
So, Brenda just takes all these fancy dragon scales she's collected over her travels, just sets them in a nice pile right outside the edge of the lake. Then it turns around.
These,
Wow.
were these dragon scales humanely retrieved?
No. Well,
Oh.
I've
Just
seen a couple.
Look at Brent.
Can I... Do I notice if any of them are, like, chromatic, or are they, like, you know, metallic, or what type of scales are? Just out of curiosity.
It's a variety.
Oh god.
Well,
There is
God.
definitely at least one metallic scale there.
There's at least 2 gold
Okay.
scales
Oh.
Elrod will float up.
from the ones that she got from the Dragonborn in the temple.
Oh, okay. That's okay.
You might want to explain that, brother.
I mean, it's fine.
What?
They're kind of like fingernails. It's, you know.
Oh,
Well,
you know.
we got a
when
few
I-
of those from a green dragon we fought on our way to
Mhm.
Emberwood.
Oh yeah, I had a couple before, you know. If you're going on an adventure and then you need to come back, you need to actually have some proof that you went to the adventure. So, you know, some people may call you a liar. So, yeah.
So,
All the scales
you
I have.
sail the scales of dragons. Do they, fetch a nice price back home? I'm just sort of inspecting myself. Never really,
You should
haven't
those
really
things
thought
for
of
free.
scales as anything valuable.
Oh, you know, I saw once someone that had a couch and it has all dragon scales on the couch. It looked very, very beautiful.
Oh my god.
Oh no.
But yeah, they're mostly been picked up on the ground, so no, I haven't killed any dragon or something like that. Well, except that weird dragon that they were summoned, but nope. And the other dragon, the green dragon.
Yeah,
Yeah.
the Lich Dragon didn't really have scales. It was more just like bones and flesh.
Oh yeah.
There
Never
was,
told me about that.
yeah, there was the Draco Lich. There was the Green Dragon who attacked our ship. There was several little red dragons which we had to fight, but I don't think we got any of them. The Celestial Dragon, the blue dragons from the Mountain Pass on our way up to Swamp Gate.
They were white.
There were a lot of dragons, weren't there?
I don't think I'm forgetting any. Of course, they were all chromatic and evil and causing
Oh,
trouble
of
and
course.
blah blah blah.
Oh yes, of course. I'm glad you met some of my greater kin, but
They were not very
you've
hospitable.
met some friendly dragons.
Oh.
I hope.
Well, you found a friendly knight on a tower.
You
Well,
know-
you're friendly.
I don't think I have.
Aww,
Proper dragons.
I think you're quite friendly too. You just snuggle up close to him.
Oh, sorry. Oh, yeah, I'm taken. Oh my god. This is awkward.
He likes silver.
I mean, she's
Oh.
pretty cool. It's, we're not like a thing or anything, but like, maybe one day.
Wait, does that work between a dragonborn and a human?
Hey, we're working it out, okay? We don't know yet.
There,
Would Malsyra
I mean,
know
like,
who
she
Silva
has a
is?
human form. I figure we can, like, I don't know.
Do what?
Would Malsyra know who Silva is?
Yes. Silva's from this is Silva's temple. Well,
Uh-huh.
this is the temple she works out of.
Right.
Yup.
hmm and we sort of discussed it before with Knaro.
Well, if you end up going
Well.
under the getting some cool draconic powers, I'm sure things will work out.
Oh yes, I'm sure. Ah, sweet little Silva.
Not very little.
I say.
Nope.
Well, I mean, to me, she's like a human that became a dragonborn, so it's sort of.
She's,
I
young
get what you're
compared to
saying now.
Malsira.
Elrod still doesn't get it. She's not little. Yeah, she's pretty tall.
Well,
So,
what's.
I hate to bring it up, but do you think I should go and do something about, like, go and keep Rib out of trouble so he doesn't get, like, attacked by followers of Bahamut, or should I just let this, like, happen? Like, I don't know.
I'm going to
You
give
would-
Eva a quick look over my shoulder to see if all the scales are there.
They're all still sitting there.
You are you are his little caretaker, I assume.
Oh god, do I really have to? Okay,
we did disarm all of his traps. It's.
Yeah.
yeah, and I
That's
kind of
a lot.
dragged him all the way over here by not really by his choice.
And remember, you did promise me.
Yeah, I know.
Yes. If he's setting fires, you might want to go investigate and make sure that he's not doing anything that'll get him killed.
Well, yeah.
Don't worry,
I'll
I'll
try.
guard the hot springs. I'll keep a watchful
Yeah,
eye out,
just-
friend.
Keep those hot springs warm with those fart bubbles of yours. You just
Hey,
gotta.
Cohen,
You,
Yeah,
you
yeah.
can take you can take a dragon scale if you like, if you're trying to,
Oh, I can.
thank him.
Oh.
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay. Thank you very much. I will pick out a shiny gold one then. How about
No,
that?
not that one.
No, not that one. You want to do another one? How about
Yeah.
this one? It's silver.
Another one.
What about
Would you
this
like
one? Is
chromatic
kind
ones
of
better?
bronze.
Like red or
I don't know.
green.
Oh.
Maybe the green?
Maybe the green. Green's kind of dull. It isn't that shiny, right? It'd be okay.
Yes.
Do you have any black ones? He likes black things.
Mm,
Oh.
you can paint one with coal, maybe? No, I don't have
No, that's okay. I'll just take a green one. Thank you, Bretta.
any. Look,
Do you have anything else that he might like, where I could like entice him out? Kind of like how you like offer a treat to a dog. You can be like, "Come here, boy."
bacon?
Bacon? Yeah. Do you have any bacon on you? I know you've got lots of pockets.
Oh yes, let me just reach into my pocket and go back to the inn, Kovan.
Oh, okay. Oh God. Right. Yeah. Sorry. It just she has so many things. It's just
She
she's
just laughs.
so helpful. Okay. So I'll.
I'm going to
I
put
don't-
back the
you don't-
bacon in my
You don't want
pocket.
anything that comes out of her bag.
Oh, I don't want it. Rib wants it. Yeah, I totally agree.
Ah.
She pocketed some meat earlier and it came out spoiled.
Oh.
So
Well.
I
Oh.
forgot it was the other
It was,
pocket. Not that pocket.
It's not a pocket. Oh
I
no.
start getting sick all over again just thinking about it.
Okay.
I'll I'll let him enjoy the hot springs, and I'll head off in search of
Okay,
Rib.
so Kovan's gonna start heading that way, but we're gonna jump to Rib again because Rib's got to go here in a minute. It's because there's plenty of time between y'all's conversation and what Rib's actually been up to. So while this has all been going on, Rib, I need you to roll your stealth check for me.
Aye, Captain. Nat 20, nat 20, nat 20, no stop.
Oh, well.
That'll work.
Okay, give me 1 second. Rib, you slowly, carefully, after you've kind of wait and watch Sashi head around the backside of the temple, scouting out, looking around for you, slip your way into the temple. Scroll down. There we go. There's Rib. Is Fluffy with you? Or did you leave? Okay. You and Fluffy sneak your way into this dimly lit temple that actually descends down into a cave. It's actually really cool, especially to a kobold. It descends into this temple that's supposed to be carved inside of a cave. And this rain music can finally stop. Well, not rain, this hot spring music. And we will switch to... Okay. So you slowly sneak your way in, you find the temple dimly lit and rather empty for the portion that you're in.
He's going to continue forward.
Okay. You slowly creep your way up to this wall here, and you kind of poke your head around, and the next little hallway is empty. Continue on forward a little bit, and you finally poke your head past this wall here, and you can see down past, it's kind of on past the other walls ahead, a pair of dragonborn, both gold colored, one bronze, one bronze and one gold colored in scales. They seem to just be in conversation at the back of the temple. Various seating arrangements and stuff in the room there, and you see that the room actually splits off into two different paths. Poking your head around this corner, you see several dragonborn in a small gold scaled kobold in this direction, and the direction to the left actually continues on curving into more of a true cave, not one that's been carved out, but like an actual cave tunnel.
He's going to go left.
Left? Okay.
I'm gonna go grab a snack real quick. Be right back.
Just roll me another stealth check, please. Because you're passing by different sets of eyes here. Kinda. Okay.
Yeah, I think I got it.
You actually sneak right around the corner here. And you look upon around the corner very soft, very gently, and I don't know why it's not playing any music. Whatever, I give up. You see this large dragon. His scales are a vast array of different chromatic colors. Like they primarily are silver, with hints of gold, but they kind of shift off into various tints of bronze, gold, silver, metallic, platinum. And he seems to be just laying there, head across his massive arms, and he's huge. Like he takes up the entire section of the cave that he's sitting in. And he seems to be sleeping.
Oh my god. He's going to creep up on him.
Okay, roll stealth again. What the hell is that emote, Malsira?
It creepy.
Cormon. Is
Wow, literally
has a
polar
lovely figure.
opposites.
Oh yeah. So Rib, as you start to get closer, and you see this massive dragon inside of Bahamut's temple, your bravery seems to falter a little, and you kind of stumble, kicking a few rocks in the direction. You watch as the dragon lifts his head up. Ah, this is a little kobold.
Rib looks behind him like he sees someone.
Oh, I am indeed talking to you, little one. I believe Kovan referred to you as Rib.
Yeah.
Come closer. Come speak to me. I am Exnaru.
You're who, Ruru?
Eknaru, I am the founder of this temple.
Are you stronger than the red dragon?
Which red dragon?
Well, the green dragon. The yellow dragon. He's just
He's naming all the different head colors. Are you speaking of Tiamat?
what?
Tiamat. The five-headed queen of dragon, the chromatic dragons.
Yeah.
He actually chuckles at your response. And the stream can't see shit. I just realized. There we go. I forgot to change their screen. Myself, no, I am not more powerful than Tiamat. But the one I work for is.
What?
I work for the great Bahamut.
He's gonna inch closer as he goes.
Okay.
As they talk. Kind of mesmerized.
I mean, this is as far as specimens of dragons go, this is probably the most impressive dragon Rib has ever seen. Outside of maybe Tiamat.
Has he seen Tiamat's true form?
He had a out-of-body experience earlier.
Oh, okay.
he
Well,
had some
then,
fun.
damn.
You missed the conversation.
know.
It was actually a very humorous conversation
Okay.
for Tiamat.
Imagine you and Bahamut, but the opposite.
Oh God.
I see you are.
Yeah, he did miss that.
Yeah. And the line that went right over Rib's head that it. But I'm not going to spoil anything. You can watch it, catch up on it.
Okay.
I think I'm supposed to kill you.
He chuckles. He's actually laughing. That's what Tiamat just sent you to do.
Well, wait, who are you again?
I am Eknaru, one of Bahamut's 7.
Ooh. Who's that?
Bahamut, the great platinum dragon.
I thought that was a statue.
No, he is an eternal being, one of the great gods of our realm.
Do you breathe fire?
I do not breathe fire, I breathe lightning.
Oh, can you shoot at the temple,
No.
please?
No.
Okay, I should go now.
No.
Yes?
For your own safety, little one, I'd suggest not leaving this cave. We should talk. Discuss your current path.
I don't have a pen.
Then we can find you one.
I don't like pens.
What is it you want from Lady Tiamat?
She's gonna turn me into a dragon.
Is she? You know that to be true.
Do you know it not to be true?
Quite.
Who told you?
I'm far older than you think I am, little one. From the early days of the realm, back when Tiamat and Bahamut waged war upon one another, I was but a young dragon. But I've seen it all. I've seen how she treats those who worship her and those who claim to be her champions. Promises made false, hopes shattered, dreams crushed. Only to be betrayed by the very being they worship.
But now I do think
No,
he's
you
gonna try to shoot fire from his nose once again.
Okay, roll your dragon's breath. You will... I don't have a character sheet for it. Well, I do, but I don't have the token sent to it. So you'll have to manually do it. As you bellow out your flames and like this display of power that has been granted to you by Tiamat, you watch as the flames go flittering out, billowing towards this massive dragon. And much like they did when you breathed your fire upon the vestige of Tiamat that you saw in your out-of-body experience, it just kind of hits the scales and flickers off like nothing happened. That is the power that Tiamat has granted you.
It's more than I have.
True, you are a kobold.
What is that supposed to mean?
You don't breathe fire.
Yeah, I do. I just did it.
He chuckles again. And how long have you been able to breathe fire?
Since I got this shiny scale,
Exactly.
so she did good things?
She gave you the ability to breathe some minor flames, something that all of Bahamut's followers can already do. Well, all the dragon can, at least.
Go on. Wait, are you saying you can make me breathe bigger fire?
I'm saying we could make you breathe massive fire, or lightning, or cold, or whichever you choose upon your initiation. You could have you could be bigger, more of a dragon than you already are. You could have shiny, beautiful scales. So platinum is the dragon statue outside. Shiny is even as my own.
And he kind of sad face with him. But I like my purple skills.
Thanks, Dan. Thank you for supporting the stream you work for. Well, to be fair, most who take this ritual are not already dragonkin of sorts. You really like your purple scales?
Yes.
What if they were shiny?
Go on.
A metallic purple dragon. Born.
Wait, why would someone else be purple?
No, you would be the first. You would make
First one.
the first metallic, shimmering, purple scaled dragonborn.
I become a dragon.
You would be the same as those that you've seen in this temple. You would not be like I am. Not yet. For those are the ones who truly ascend in the name of Bahamut that can be granted the full dragon form itself. But I can turn you into more than you are now. And far more powerful than Tiamat will.
Rib turns around and looks at Empress Fluffy. And she comes closer. He kind of hugs her neck. What about Fluffy?
What about her? Oh, is she your mount?
Yes.
I just love that. Yes. Well, she would be a bit small, but perhaps we can do something about that. We do have a few arcanists in the temple, and her armor. Well, I think we can make it match.
Epic. I watched this stream.
Wallace is going to.
Wallace.
Oh, I'm sorry. Rib. I'm sorry. That was a flashback. Rib is going to look down at a scale. And he's going to clutch it. And he's going to walk towards the dragon and lay it down in front of him.
Ah, young Rib. Have you spoken with Tiamat herself, as Kovan claims?
Yes.
What did she tell you?
I was supposed to kill everyone.
And how did she expect you to do that?
Because I'm the champion.
She expected you.
She said I was something, but then she laughed. I don't know what she.
Oh, you poor creature. Step forward.
He steps forward.
As you step forward, you're actually going to watch as Eknaru's form shifts. Not into that of a dragonborn or a human or anything, but into a small golden sparrow. Now, Rib would not know what this means. This would be something huge for Kovan to see if he were there. For those of you unfamiliar, Bahamut has 7, in his traveling form, he has 7 golden sparrows that follow him around.
Oh yeah.
Oh my god.
Yup. Yes.
You're going to watch Rib as a sparrow flutters about you. Actually, they're not sparrows. I'm sorry, they're not sparrows. They're canaries.
Yeah, they're canaries, but
Canaries.
it's okay.
Thank you.
Oh shit.
And you're going to watch, and this is nothing. You don't feel anything different, but you watch as you look down at your purple scales along your arms. They go from the dull kind of purple that they typically are to this just shining metallic, like Like, you know, the plastic cars, like toys and stuff you can get that are that bright, shiny, sparkly purple, like you see on cars and everything? They go that color of purple.
Excellent.
Yeah. And as he flutters back, Yarif takes his form before you. And he looks down and he goes, "That is but a sample of what we could do for you."
Oh, I thought you were making me a dragon.
There's more to it than just that. It takes a bit more than just me flittering about you like that. Would you like to discuss it?
Yes?
Yes.
You can watch. He puts his massive, like this thing is bigger, by far bigger than you by a long shot. His massive claw upon the scale of Tiamat, and just drags it up closer to him and motions for you to step closer with the other. And that's where we're gonna pause your story for the night, because I know you have to go, and we will discuss all this offline.
See.
On the stream I saw up until he asked about Fluffy. Did they agree to turn Fluffy into something with him?
He said something can be done, possibly.
I have a suggestion later. If I may, later.
A
It
giant
must-
weasel chimera morph.
I was gonna say, it must stay.
Let's stay a weasel.
Hmm.
Kovan,
Hi.
you eventually make your way into the temple looking for Rib after scouting out for quite some time. And as you kind of enter the temple, going about and looking, you find that the room, you can see I believe you can see the floor, the whole map.
Oh, I can't, but it's okay.
Oh, okay, we can do this.
I mean, it's alright. Oh, there I am.
You find that this area here,
Uh-huh.
as you approach it had this large, bright golden shimmer appear briefly. And then there's just this wall, metallic scaled wall across the path right there.
Huh. When you say metallic scale, is it like, a golden scale, like Edmaru, or was it?
It's the same kind of scales that Eknaru had, yes.
Okay. Huh. Well, that's a good sign. Okay. Is there anyone else in the temple that I can see? Any of the gold, guards or anything like that?
Just some of the two talking in the room above you,
Okay, I'll go
and
up
the
to
ones off to the side. Okay.
Hey,
Kovan, yes.
yeah, I noticed the scale barrier is up for Edmaru. Does that happen often?
No.
Oh, have you seen it before?
Yes. A few times.
Oh. Is it usually when he performs a ritual of some kind? You know, of changing maybe?
It is when he is talking to someone and does not wish to be disturbed.
Gotcha.
There has
Thank you, that's
been
exactly what I need to know.
a few instances of something coming out of there after performing their rite, but not often. Why?
Well, nothing, I was just, imagine that he might be talking to someone very important, so, I didn't want to disturb him unless, it was actually someone important, so thank you for confirming it is. I'll wait patiently.
Very well.
And I'll go and just go to, like, the entrance of the temple and sit on the steps. And, you know, play with some strings, look at, I don't know, write in a journal or something like that. Just wait.
Okay.
Oh, well, that's fine. It's actually a gem dragonborn, but that's okay. It was purple. It's the only purple dragonborn I could. I looked for a long time.
Sorry, Kovan. I got your back.
Yeah, you better get to drawing.
You don't want that.
So,
Oh,
It's the only one you could find? There's some other really cool ones in here.
Really? Because I'm looking, and they're all like, I don't know.
So why did I type Eternium with that?
Oh, that's cool. Where'd you find that? It's more like a. Well, I guess that's what I'm looking at. Oh well. No, I like the first one better.
He would look like this.
Rib, you're so shiny.
I'm sexy and unknown.
That's if he does it. But I will discuss that with him later because he needs to get some
Yes,
sleep.
I have to work in less than 4 hours.
Or
Huzzah!
like this.
Oof. Not buddy.
No, I guess.
Oh,
Good
it's
night, bud.
magical poop. Magical purple shiny poop.
Alright, so everybody else at the lake, Kovan is inside the temple, just waiting. Or we can kind of just call it here for the night. I know it was kind of a rough night.
Yeah, sorry for being late.
With part of the
was
main
on the
story
board.
not being here until an hour ago, or not even an
I
hour ago,
know.
and half the group out. So y'all's fun little fan service at the hot springs session kind of gets bumped to next week.
Oh well, part
Sorry.
2. Tune in for part 2.
Part 2.
Wait,
next-
I didn't. I was only getting started.
Yeah.
But
yeah, sorry, work was stupid.
it's fine. It
No
happens.
worries, man.
We're missing like 4 people tonight, so
Yeah, big oof. We can do my thing, the silly thing I've been mentioning to you later.
next week.
Yeah, when people are actually here.
Yeah. But that's it for tonight's D&D session. It was actually pretty big story-wise, despite all the people missing. So I look forward to seeing what Rib goes forward with.
Yeah, I'm excited. I thought he was
Oh,
gonna
yeah.
be like, no, but he did not.
To me, he seems more like a chaotic neutral in that he'll go for whoever dangles the shiniest keys in front of his face. Just, as a
Well,
character.
No one's got more shinies than Bahamut.
Like a kobold.
Exactly. He is a kobold.
He is a
And
kobold.
he has 2 followers of, like, Bahamut to dangle all the shinies in front of him to keep him on the straight path.
And a big, good moral boy like Elrod to keep him safe.
Yeah, be a good boy. Be a good little kobold. Kovan's got his kobold.
I've never even seen him, so I'm probably not even gonna. What kobold are you talking about?
He just comes back as a purple dragonborn.
Yeah.
This feels weird.
I'd be like, oh hey,
You can't even walk right.
Oi, zombie kitty.
Everybody say good night, stream.
Good night, stream.
Oh, here's
I
cool
like
one,
the
man.
kitty.
I'll be obviously streaming something here else in a little bit. But good night. Thanks for tuning in. And we'll see what happens next week. Same bat time, same bat channel.